This is Nick Baisley here at the FirstGlance Film Festival in Hollywood, and it's beautiful out here today. I'm really excited. Who am I here with?
Robyn Symons.
And what did you do?
I'm the producer-director of Landslide, shows at 4:30 today.
Now, for the people who aren't here, that are most likely going to watch this, what is Landslide about?
Landslide is a very personal journey of our trip my fiance and I took to Machu Picchu, and we wound up getting caught in the middle of a natural disaster, and we were rescued by a military helicopter. Landslides all along the rail, the trail to go to Machu Picchu, which is one of the most important historic sites in the world. And it was about our rescue, and it's sort of like a metaphor for how we cope with things in life we can't control.
Just like the Fleetwood Mac song.
Right.
No, but how...
We use that.
Congrats, good. Now, that's a good one to get. What prompted you guys to go to Machu Picchu in the first place?
Well, it was my birthday, a big number. I don't want to tell you which one. But
22, we know.
Yeah, it was a significant one, and I was sort of trying to escape from the reality of getting older. So I wanted to do something that was very low-key. And of course, it turned out to be the breaking news story on CNN. So it didn't turn out to be that low-key, and we had news crews show up when we finally were rescued to our hometown.
Now they say that you really start to find out not only who you are, but who other people are around you when faced with adversity, disaster, stuff like that. Did you react the way, especially now looking back on it with more perspective, did you react the way that you thought you would in a situation like that? Did you have those moments of panic and were able to keep them under control, or were you the one running around screaming, "Oh, we all gonna die!
We're gonna die!
What?
Jump ship!" You know what's interesting about it is that how we reacted was, let's do a stand-up. So we thought we were going to be trapped here for days. The hotel manager said we're going to run out of food in this hotel in 3 days, and we could be stuck there for 2 weeks. We were doing the math, saying this isn't good. And what my fiance said was, why don't you do a stand-up? Because I'm a former TV reporter. And I said, okay, I'll do a stand-up. And so that's what we did, and I think that was partly out of fear and nerves to do a stand-up. So we went out to the balcony of this hotel, and you could see the city washing away from this balcony, the landslides just coming down, the water flooding into the town, onto the buildings. And I did a stand-up, which you'll see in the film. And I continued to do stand-ups throughout our whole journey through the rescue.
That's really funny too, because a stand-up, haha, but also because the same thing kind of happened here when 9/11 happened in New York. Almost immediately, all the stand-up comedians, the big stand-up comedians out in New York, started doing shows immediately because they were like, people need to laugh right now.
Yeah.
Do you think that seems to be like a common thing, like people, to get people almost like some sense of normalcy or whatever? And doing stand-up in a country, what do they speak in Machu Picchu?
It's they speak Spanish,
okay,
but a lot of them speak English because it's a tourist town. But I think we do what's comfortable for us, what seems like normal, and it also removed us a little bit from the reality of whatever was going to happen. Doing a stand-up was sort of kept us busy, with nervous energy. So it's interesting, very interesting.
So a nice impromptu kind of documentary of your birthday, oddly enough, and this thing. What do you have planned next for your next project? Is it the next birthday? You're like, we're going on a cruise ship, and that one's going to have problems too, or what's the?
No one wants to travel with me now because they're just afraid. Either it'll be a natural disaster, or we'll wind up on CNN, and they don't naturally want to end up for that kind of a situation. But I'm a filmmaker. I was a producer at PBS, and I've done
my favorite channel.
And I've done feature-length documentaries. I did Transformation about the life of Werner Erhard, who started EST back in the 70s and then who disappeared. I've done other documentaries since then. This is my first short documentary. So we'll see, what kind of market there is that exists.
What prompted you to submit it to the FirstGlance Film Festival?
I submitted it to different film festivals that seem to have a good, strong short program. And this is in LA, which is, the capital, Hollywood. And I moved out here about 6 months ago, so I thought this would be a perfect venue.
Another transplant. I love it. Me too.
Really?
Yep.
From where?
Massachusetts.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Boston.
We'll talk about that later. This is about you right now. It's all about you.
Okay.
Right here.
Got it.
But that's fantastic that you've been able to sustain, continue doing what you love to do, and obviously we love having you here at First Glance. So I want to say thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.